Hi everyone. This whole video is just going to be discussing what areas if you're going to be moving to Vancouver. So let's just pull up a map of Vancouver. Oh, so essentially, when you're moving to Vancouver, what you'll find is Vancouver is a pretty expensive place to live, and and there's different neighborhoods, different areas. So we're going to break it down, and we'll try to give you a very unbiased point of view of where to sort of move to Vancouver and sort of see. So, pretty much most of the jobs in tech are in this particular area. So, when you're seeing this little area, this is downtown Vancouver. There's some tech jobs that are scattered throughout the Metro Vancouver region. Burnaby, EA Sports. There's some pockets of tech companies, Fortinet, and a lot of the major IT companies, Amazon, Microsoft, they're all in downtown Vancouver. Um, and so we'll go through some of the neighborhoods and what some of the pros and cons are. So if you're moving to Vancouver and you're looking for areas that are to avoid right off the bat, I would suggest avoiding this particular area. So basically, anything that says downtown east side, Strathcona, this is a gong show area. This is pretty much Skid Row, Vancouver. When you think of Skid Row in LA, or if you think of, we can just do a little quick walk around. So if you just go about here, you're just going to see all types of people. You're going to see people, homeless, and there's crack addicts, and yeah, it's not a safe scene. So if you're new to Vancouver, depending on your price, you'll probably be paying 2,500 to 3,000 for a one bedroom. So Vancouver's pretty much like LA, San Fran, Portland. Um, so West Vancouver, we'll just maybe start with West Van. West Vancouver is sort of like the creme de la creme area. If you've got money, if you're old money, new money, you have a lot of Russians, wealthy Persians, wealthy Chinese folks who come pretty much park their money, build $7 million, $8 million homes. So this is pretty much all of West Vancouver. Horseshoe Bay is just a small little seaside village for rich folks. North Vancouver was formerly a middle class area. Definitely a great place if you're wanting to be close to nature. I would say it's more upper class now. When I was growing up as a kid, it was mainly just very blue collar, but the area's changed. It's gentrified. If you're looking to be sort of close to downtown, but not too close, Lower Lonsdale, low area is a really great area. Lonsdale Key Market is great. The area that if you're young and you're really wanting to meet, people of the opposite gender, I would definitely check out kids. You're definitely going to be paying a little bit more of a premium. You've got a great park here. Let's just zoom in, and so this is Jericho. We're just going back here, right here. Sorry. So as you can see, Kids Beach, pretty much Vancouver at its finest, or at least that's what I would say. You can't really see a really good view, but if you go in a little bit more, oh, you know what? We can do a street view. You can sort of see this area here is pretty much Vancouver's finest. When people talk about going to the beach and going skiing, pretty much they're talking about Kids Beach. So, great place if you've got money. You're going to be looking at maybe 2,000 now. It's not cheap, but definitely West Fourth. It's essentially a lot of upscale local shops. You got your Whole Foods, you got your very boutique restaurants. Great places to eat. Thomas Haas, really good area. And then if the way I look at Vancouver, it's broken down into two parts. So boundary is sort of the dividing line, and the neighborhoods essentially this separates Burnaby and Vancouver. And I would say, as a kid growing up, this main street was always sort of the dividing line between the wealthy west side and sort of just the blue collar east van. But to be honest, it might blow away a lot of people. But you go in, drop, go into any particular neighborhood. All these houses are 2 million, 1.5 million. You might be wondering why. Well, you know, this house should be 30,000 or 200,000, like it is in 200,000, like it is in any other place in any town USA. But the fact of the matter is Vancouver is pretty ritzy real estate. These type of homes, standard 33 by 100 lot, they'll go for 1.7, 2 mil. It's pretty ridiculous, but it is the way it is. So yeah, just drop the map anywhere, and yeah, I'm not sure what prices are now. So yeah, like areas if you're a hipster, Mount Pleasant, kids, um, and then East Vancouver. If you're really into artsy fartsy type lifestyle, um, definitely the place to be would be Commercial Drive. Um, and commercial is a great place. A lot of different restaurants. I used to spend a lot of time here. I've got a lot of great memories. A lot of awesome shops. There's character here. It's not. There's a lot of coffee shops. A lot of interesting people. This is a great park. So if you're in town, just wanting to people watch, great place to people watch. Sort of locals probably don't even know about it, but yeah, there's a lot of. It used to be more of an Italian place, but it's sort of gentrified, and so there's a lot of different restaurants. Um, and yeah, if you're looking for really good pizza, just keep going, keep going. Just gonna keep going, keep going, keep going. Five Brothers Pizza. Oh, Four Brothers Pizza. Solid place, great place if you're just looking for a bite. And then, you know, if you're looking for a coffee, great place to just people watch and just have some interesting times is JJ Bean here. So great little coffee shop. Oh, this wasn't it, but perfect. So that's sort of a general idea. And the thing about Vancouver is there's a really significant Asian population. Vancouver is probably one of the most, in a good way. If you're looking for sushi, you're looking for Thai food, Vietnamese, you got a lot of different choices. So pretty much these areas, West Point Grey, you need mega millions to live here. Kerrisdale was like pretty much all of this is pretty much off limits to a lot of folks. Shaughnessy is, you're going to be paying 10 million for a property. So a lot of young people that live near Oak Ridge or near Langara, that's where all the schools are. South Van typically was the area where a lot of Indians used to live, and that sort of changed. A lot of them moved out to Surrey. Um, and so talk about Burnaby. Burnaby, you can divide it into two parts. One, I like to say, is North Burnaby, which consists of Brentwood area, Lohe Town Center, which is sort of on the cusp of the border between Coquitlam and Burnaby, and and also Brentwood Town Center. So I'm not sure if Brentwood Town Center, this is a great place where it's changing a lot. If you're young and you don't want to spend too much money, you can take SkyTrain. So that's the other thing too. SkyTrain is really convenient. You can't really see it here, but there's just these maps, and SkyTrain essentially um, is Vancouver's. So here's what SkyTrain looks like, and here's sort of a breakdown of the map. So SkyTrain goes out to Richmond, Vancouver, Burnaby, New West, Coquitlam, now to Coquitlam, or I guess, yeah, it is Coquitlam, then all the way up to Surrey. It will be expanding. So Burnaby is a little bit more pricier. Metrotown is sort of where there's a huge Metrotown location. If you're interested in shopping, that's probably where you want to live. New West is like sort of, I would say, like, I wouldn't really describe it like Brooklyn, but it's got it's It's sort of like a gentrified version of 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 what's happening. The rest of the population, Richmond is more. It's urbanizing. It's the heart of the, I guess, like the expat Chinese community. Delta is pretty rural. Um, Dawson is this place where it's a lot of upscale folks who live here. Surrey, you can break Surrey down into three major parts. So you have Newton, which is sort of home to the major Indo-Canadian community here. Tyne, Fleetwood, that's a lot of upscale homes in this area for Surrey. You know, mansion type homes, executive homes. Great place if you want to raise a kid. And where else? Langley, it's pretty rural, but now it's urbanizing quite a bit. It's a great place if you're wanting to raise a family. Um, Cloverdale also is, pretty much have seen it in a lot of different movies. Um, and and then just to give you a general idea, if you live out in Chilliwack and you want to work in Vancouver, it isn't really doable. So if you're trying to move in, best places to move would be based on your budget. I feel now would be honestly even like Quitlam. But the closer you move to Vancouver, the more expensive you're going to be paying. You might be paying 1,500 now for a one bedroom, which was what the price of a one bedroom was in downtown. But this whole area is gentrifying. You're having major tech companies come in. It's driving up the prices for locals. Renters are getting pushed out. Um, the other area that might intrigue a lot of people, a lot of upscale people, people who may want to live in Vancouver, would be to check out White Rock, South Surrey. There's a lot of things to do. You're close to the border. Blaine, you're really convenient. It's close to Bellingham, and you can fly out to pretty much any major city in on the West Coast: Vegas, LA, San Jose, San Fran, and even all the way out to sorry, not Pasadena, but to Palm Springs. So yeah, Vancouver is about a couple hours away from Seattle. Definitely is a great place to live. Make sure wherever you're living that you do your research. Hope this has been informative and you've liked this video. Please subscribe. I'll be posting more stuff about Vancouver. Thank you. Bye.